1019 KACQ.
Good afternoon. I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news. This newscast is service of Hall Power Pawn and Gun. It was a pretty uneventful day for LPD yesterday. Other than a handful of animal complaints for animal control, officers were sent out to respond to reported fraud in the mid-afternoon hours in the 200 block of West 8th. And dispatchers had them settle a couple of disturbances, one in the 1300 block of East Central Texas Expressway, the other in the 200 block of North Summer. One non-injury wreck was swept up in the 100 block of East 4th, and no arrests were made by the city. The county booked in a 31-year-old Leander Man for a DWI, a 17-year-old Yatuzel Chandler of Cove for evading arrest with a vehicle, and a 34-year-old Abilene man on his second DWI, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving with an invalid license with a previous conviction, and a 30-year-old Lampasas man on an out-of-county charge. Lomita worked a fraud case, Kipner settled a disturbance, responded to an alarm, and went out on a civil matter. County deputies were sent out to serve a couple of warrants, responded to an assault, had a livestock issue, cleared a wreck, and rolled out to Cove on a call of threats. Stick around, more Lampasas local area news is just moments away.
Whoa. Hey now, what are you looking for?
I'm a little short on change. I'm craving some tacos, and payday is still 2 days away.
Well, you have all of this stuff sitting around here that you're not using right now, so why not take it up to Hoffy's Pawn and Gun and burn it and have some money to tide you over? And I also see you have stuff that you haven't used in a long time that you could just go sell, like this guitar that you were going to learn to play years ago.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I think I'll do just that. Tacos, here I come.
Hold up, I'll go with you. They take all kinds of stuff, like guns, jewelry, musical instruments, laptops, tools, and a lot more. They also offer a large selection of quality new and used guns and pistols, as well as ammo. Hey, do you feel like venison?
No, I don't think so.
Hoffy's Pawn and Gun. Check them out online at hoffyspawnandgun.com or head to 201 South Water Street in Burnett for all of your pawn shop and gun needs.
And when you just want some extra money for tacos.
We take one step closer to the world that we once knew. If you've been fully vaccinated, the CDC says you may move indoors and outdoors with no mask on. There are still a few exceptions. The new guidance still calls for wearing masks in crowded indoor settings like buses, planes, hospitals, prisons, and homeless shelters. The annual Rabbit Fest continues today and runs through Sunday at the Copperas Cove City Park. The gates open at 4, so bring the family out and enjoy the carnival. Food, vendors, arts and crafts, live music all day long, and that's only $5 per carload. Michael Corabelli takes the stage at 8, and all-you-can-ride wristbands for $30. The parade starts at 10 tomorrow morning down Main Street, and Lampasas Radio will be there broadcasting live. To get all the information on Rabbit Fest, just go to copperscove.com. House members reintroduced the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act.
Its goal is to reform the handling of military sexual assault and harassment. It was named, of course, for Vanessa Guillen, the Fort Hood soldier who reported being sexually harassed by a supervisor before she was murdered. Vanessa Guillen's sister Lupe was there to show support.
We must be the voice, be the change, and honor my sister, because no one deserves to die the way she died. No one deserves to suffer the way my sister suffered. No one.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said justice is needed for Vanessa and for many service members facing an epidemic of sexual harassment and assault in the armed forces, too often in the shadows. Barbara Schwartz, TSN.
People on TripAdvisor must have it in for Texas when it comes to barbecue. David Rankin has the story.
There's a new survey of the best barbecue joints in the country. Out of 75 cities, Texas did not have a single one in the top 10. New Orleans finished first, followed by Oklahoma City and Charlotte. Virginia Beach and Wichita tying for third. The best Texas could do is number 12, El Paso. Then Austin in 18th place. Dallas at 38. Fort Worth tied with Corpus at number 52. Austin had the third highest number of high-rated restaurants. Plano ranks as one of the 3 worst cities for barbecue because TripAdvisor says you're more likely to just step into an average place there. Houston and San Antonio have the highest number of low-rated barbecue restaurants. Niwa Japanese Barbecue in Dallas finished as the 3rd best barbecue restaurant out of more than 2,000 that TripAdvisor looked at. David Rankin, TSN News.
According to the city's webpage, Hancock Swimming Pool opening weekend is May the 29th from noon to 7 and May the 30th and 31st from noon to 5. The city is still working on pool schedules, so you can check the city's webpage at lampasas.org for the latest updates. Both Hancock and Hannah Pool will be open this summer. In school and sports, Badger Boys basketball banquet is this evening at 6 in the main gym at the high school. Everyone is welcome to attend. Graduation for the senior class of 2021 is next Friday at 7:30, and that's in the Badger Stadium. The gates open at 6 and handicap seating will be available. Seating is on a first-come basis. There'll be no reserve seating. In case of bad weather, the graduation will be at the high school competition gym. Because of limited seating, each senior will be given 7 tickets for family members and guests. The Fields Family 3-person Scrambler fundraiser starts at 1 tomorrow, the Hancock Park Golf Course. If you need more information, you can get a hold of Van at 3202. And speaking of golf, the 70th annual AC January Memorial Day Golf Tournament is the 29th through the 31st. The course will be closed during the tournament.
1019 KACQ.